What's going on, everyone? I decided to finally put down my thoughts on the Eternals upcoming DLC, The Ancient Gods, Part 1, because finally we got some real information. I will be putting down the source of all the material I'm going to talk about, because I knew I wanted to make a video on this once there was some real information being released in the public, instead of the review trailer, which I thought was cool and exciting. So the thing that surprised me was it seems like there's only 3 levels, because early on in the article, Marty Stratton pretty much described the areas we are going through in the upcoming content: a UAC research facility, then Hell, and then Urdak. This leads me to believe that there's only 3 levels in the upcoming DLC. I'm hoping they're kind of reasonably long, because like I said in my last video on Doom Eternal's DLC before we knew what it was, I was hoping maybe half of the main campaign, but it seems like that's not the case, and that does bum me out a bit. Marty confirmed that you are starting off the new content with decked out gear and upgrades, and this is something I wasn't expecting. I actually don't like this idea. This means the new content won't have as much emphasis on exploration, because you already have everything you need. There's no reason to look for a hidden Praetor suit token or a weapon that you can get early access to. Like I said in my last video based on this topic, I wanted a fresh start. Just give me a shotgun and let me acquire all the stuff again as I play through the DLC. But I guess on a positive note, we can potentially see more crazier late game style fights in this DLC due to having access to everything at the start. However, I think it would have been better to start off the DLC like the main campaign. I think they'll still include secrets, but it's mostly gonna be like for collectibles. And I'm gonna be honest here, the more I play Doom Eternal, I pretty much just skip out the collectibles, and I pretty much don't really consider the secret collectibles to be like actual secrets, because they really don't mean anything once you play more than your first playthrough. So I'm expecting these upcoming levels will most likely be more linear than non-linear, or have a more complicated map layout than what Eternal's main campaign has, which to me is not a good sign. I wasn't too surprised about the double Marauder fights. I've already heard many rumors about this for a while, and I'm looking forward to it. There will be multiple fights of them, so that's going to be fun, and I want to see how different they'll feel from each other. The new enemies, including the Summoner Spirit and Blood Angel, I like what I read based on their design. It's pretty cool. They're trying to make the microwave beam more useful, because it seems like it's the hard counter against the Summoner Spirit. But I want to test out the new enemy. Like, can I just use lock-on rockets on that thing for a faster kill time? So that's another thing I'm looking forward to doing. This summoner is also supposed to be a counter to the Super Shotgun and Ballista meta once it possesses an enemy in that little blue aura around it. And I think that's a cool idea to spice up the fights, because that's pretty much all you're doing in the late game stage of Eternal. You just spam that weapon combination. Sometimes you'll use lock-on rockets or the chain gun here and there, and then the occasional BFG or Crucible if things really go wrong, and that's pretty much, the late game experience for Doom Eternal. I don't know how much spongier a possessed demon would be, but hopefully they're not too bullet spongy, because I don't enjoy fighting against bullet sponges. That's always been like a big nuisance for me when I play shooters. The Blood Angel is also another interesting enemy and new mechanic to Doom Eternal's combat. Again, it's supposed to counter the Super Shotgun and Ballista combo, and the whole analogy of its design as a combination of a Pinky and Maker drone seems enticing to me. I do think it looks cool too, but other than that, I don't know if there's any more any more comment I can make on this particular enemy, because we really have no idea how it's gonna be played out, but I'm ready for it. So that's pretty much all the information that really caught my attention while reading this article. I'm also looking forward to hearing the new music tracks for sure, and I hope to hear some of Mick Gordon's work being reused again, because I really want to hear Super Gorness in one of the fights at least. Speaking of Super Gorness, I definitely cannot wait for the new Master levels, since finally we have a brand new Master level coming out. Overall, the DLC news is solid stuff. I'm disappointed in some areas where I feel like if they simply made the DLC a fresh start experience, it would have been a better design overall, and it would basically encourage more exploration, and it means the maps will have a more interesting layout, and it promotes better flow and pacing towards the experience. I feel like I can predict what the structure of the levels will be like. You fight one big arena encounter, then fight the second big arena encounter, and then maybe have a couple small encounters here and there, and some platforming and some collectible secrets, and then fight another big arena encounter, rinse and repeat. It's such a missed opportunity to not make this DLC a fresh start experience. Like, can you imagine if there's a secret ballista, and if you missed it, you're going to get punished by fighting 2 Marauders without having the super shotgun and ballista combo, and you're stuck with the super shotgun and regular shotgun combo? That would be a great game design, idea right there for rewarding the player for being patient and figuring out the secret, and then punishing the player for not doing it. And I think that's really all I got to say. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for, more videos like this, because I am trying to get a bit more active with YouTube here.